Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Destiny 2. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and salutations. Today, the banner returns. Let's get to it. Iron Banner has returned and made its debut in Shadowkeep. This is the first time the Iron Banner has come to Destiny 2 with the new DLC. And what does that all mean? For the uninitiated, Iron Banner lets you play 6v6 control with a few modifications. There are 3 control points as usual, but if one team is able to control all 3 at any point in time, they lock them down and keep control for 30 seconds. So you get that power play for 30 seconds, even if the other team is just about to capture one of the zones. Additionally, Lord Saladin in the tower has bounties. He has weekly bounties that you can do that will give you pinnacle drops, and there are 4 of those. Plus, he'll have a pursuit, a quest line that you can do that'll get you the new Iron Banner armor. Now, unlike other seasons of Iron Banner, this season you will not be able to turn in any tokens that you are awarded at the end of all the matches until you finish that quest line and finish that armor. So everything that will drop as a reward from the Iron Banner will be a weapon until you finish that quest line. So when you turn in those pinnacle rewards will be dependent on what types of rewards that you want. If you are able to finish out the quest line before you finish the pinnacle bounties, then you have a chance of getting armor as well as weapons. If you only want weapons as a pinnacle drop, then you will want to finish out those bounties and turn them in before you finish the quest for the armor. Now, as is the case in any Crucible type match, it is important to play as a team, which means not going off by yourself. Although it does help sometimes, most of the time it's best to run with at least one other player on your team. This will help power down other members of the other team, keep people alive, thus increasing your score while minimizing the score that the other team gets. Now, there are times, of course, when being together is a bad thing, like when the other team has a super, or if they're able to pick up heavy ammo. Speaking of heavy ammo, there have been changes made to heavy ammo. When the heavy ammo drops, everyone on the team can pick up heavy ammo. Now, you will not get as much heavy ammo as you have in previous seasons. However, with everyone on the team having the opportunity to get heavy ammo, there's going to be plenty of heavy ammo to go around. And let's not forget, supers are not as powerful as they used to be. Previously, if you saw someone with a super, the only thing you could really do is run away and wait for it to run out. This season, you actually have an opportunity to take the other player out, depending on A, how damaged they are when you see them, and B, how far away, what super they're using, and what types of ammo you have available to take them out. Now, what kind of weapons can you expect from Iron Banner, and what kinds of weapons should you take into Iron Banner? Now, you can expect a lot of sniper rifles, fusion rifles, shotguns, and scout rifles, as well as hand cannons. I say those, and possibly even pulse rifles in addition. You're going to see a lot of scout rifles because there's still going to be a lot of people that are trying to get final blows on scout rifles for that Randy's throwing knife. Plus, the buff with scout rifles make them more pertinent in the Crucible. You're going to see a lot of sniper rifles because they are a one-shot headshot kill. You're going to see a lot of shotguns because anytime you see a corner and have a enemy guardian duck around the corner, more than likely they have a fusion rifle or a shotgun waiting for you, or any unsuspecting guardian that turns that corner. Precision frame hand cannons are likely to make a comeback. They are not quite as good as scout rifles, so at medium to long range, even precision frames are not going to do as much damage as scout rifles. But in that medium, solid medium range, precision frames are really good and can do a decent amount of damage. And then of course you have pulse rifles. Depending on which type and archetype, they could be long range or medium range. And then of course for the short range you have submachine guns and possibly sidearms, as well as the special weapons, which would be the shotguns and fusion rifles. The weapons you should take into the Crucible with you, most importantly, weapons that you're familiar with and that you're comfortable using. Anything that you like taking into the Crucible is likely going to be a good choice here. Of course, any of the weapons that I mentioned that you can expect would obviously be a good choice. The new Vex weapons, the Pulse and the submachine gun, are both really good weapons. Scout rifle is okay. You have, of course, the Recluse. You have the Trust, the Service Revolver, Luna's Howl if you have it, the Revoker, any sniper rifle with snapshot sights and moving target, shotguns with slide shot and maximized range on it. For scout rifles, you have things like Night Watch, Nameless Midnight, Mida, Jade Rabbit, fusion rifles that have rangefinder and as high of a range as possible help out a lot and maximize that damage over a longer distance. And of course, pulse rifles, things that have high DPS that have full auto and snapshot sights, things like the Bygones, the Vex offensive weapon, the pulse rifle, the Claws of the Wolf, Swift Ride from the Forge, Blast Furnace, Outbreak Perfected, Bad Juju, Vigilance Wing, and the inaugural Address, just to name a few of the weapons that you can use. There are, of course, a wide range of weapons that you can use. People work very well using a bow. So, like I said previously, weapons that you are comfortable with, weapons that you like to use in the Crucible, are always the first best option. And these other weapons, if you have no idea what to bring, are some ideas that you can use to bring into the Crucible and Iron Banner. Now do remember that Iron Banner is power enabled. That means that if you're using all 750 weapons and armor, you're going to be at a severe disadvantage to someone that is 800, 850, 900 or above. So it is always best to use stronger power weapons versus weaker power weapons if you have to choose between two. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
5 minutes left. Sound tactics so far. Zone C lost. Zone A captured. 2 zones are yours. Undeniable.